name is David Moz, and welcome to One Thing, a presentation devoted to the philosophies of life and work, leadership and management, business and education. Gain new thoughts, ideas, and insights in under 5 minutes. Company culture is important. I know it is. I see it in articles. I see it almost daily on social media postings. If you were to look for it at a job ad, you'll see that the company is talking about their company culture. But if you were to ask someone to define what company culture is, I think they would be hard-pressed to come up with a definition. Most people have a vague idea or a thought of what company culture is, but I don't believe they could give you a definition. So what is company culture? Company culture could also be referred to as corporate culture or organizational culture. But whatever you call it, company culture is the collective dominant attitudes, behaviors, and values of the people making up the organization. Company culture serves both to define and to separate a company from other companies. Whether the company is structured in a strict hierarchy or is more casual and fluid, how departments interrelate and how work teams are formed are all part of the company culture. The accessibility of top executives and whether they stay in their office or they can be seen throughout the building is another aspect of culture. All companies have a culture, whether it's recognized and consciously shaped or not. Company culture can be a benefit to a company or it can be detrimental. Culture is responsible for how things get done in a company, including what decisions are made and how they're made. Although the company culture is initially established through the company's mission, vision, and values of the founder, as the company grows, everyone in the company has an influence to some degree on company culture. Every member of the organization is aware of the company culture, and they actively participate in the development and the perpetuation of that culture. Leaders may strive to create or change a certain type of culture, but in the end, people's personalities, attitudes, behaviors, and values create culture. Once an organization has established a culture, it is extremely difficult to change for several reasons. First, since establishing culture starts at the top and is a reflection of leadership, culture cannot be changed unless leadership is self-aware and is willing to make personal changes and adjustments that can be mirrored throughout the organization. Since leaders are myopically dogmatic, meaning their way is the best way, few leaders are inclined to make changes. Second, once company culture is established, it becomes ingrained in every person in the organization, and people begin to justify their actions or reactions as it relates to the culture. Even if you don't reflect the culture of the company, in time you will adjust to fit in and move forward, hence becoming part of the collective. Over time, an organization's culture becomes your culture. Third, since company culture becomes imprinted on everyone in the organization, there may come a time when leadership wants to have a paradigm shift and change that culture. But by nature, most people will resist this change. In order to successfully change culture, a company must commit massive efforts, resources, and time to influence a change. Changing a culture doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to change people's behavior and attitudes. Finally, to have a culture change, an organization will have to be willing to cut out the cancer. Leaders need to end professional relationship with those employees who resist change and those who covertly undermine change. Even if the people are high producers or the smartest scientists, most talented professionals, or your friends, you need to end that professional relationship. If not, their negativity will spread throughout an organization like a deadly cancer. When assessing or evaluating a company, take a close look at their culture. For investments or employment, a company culture should be considered. Don't be fooled. Company culture is important. If you enjoyed this presentation, please provide a thumbs up and share this presentation with your family, friends, and coworkers. In addition, please leave your comments, thoughts, and ideas. Don't forget, hit the red subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Please follow me for daily education and inspiration on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Have an outstanding day and make a difference in the world around you. This is David Moss. Thank you for tuning in to One Thing.